Hello, this is Mr. Wynn, and this video is about linear regression. So, sometimes you're given multiple points, you should figure out what shape or pattern it makes. Sometimes it's already on a picture, that's called a scatter plot, or sometimes it's just in a table where you have to plot it yourself. But once you see it, you should tell if there's a upward trend, meaning positive slope, downward trend, meaning negative slope, or no trend at all, so it's totally random. But if there's a trend, we can create a prediction line, also known as the line of best fit or prediction equation. So in these pictures down here, it's this red line. That's the prediction line. We can extend it to make future guesses. So extend it to make future guesses. So say I had an x value way out here, I could say, oh, it should be around there. If I had an x value out here, it should be, oh, somewhere down there. All right, so this is very powerful. Sometimes that prediction line, we call it, has a strong correlation where the points are very, very close, meaning it's a super accurate predictor, where we can get a really, really accurate estimate. But sometimes we have a weaker correlation where, you know, these points are farther away. I mean, it is going down, but they're not that close to our line, so our line's not going to be as accurate. But make sure you can figure out if it's going up or down, basically just the slope of the line and how close it is to those points, how accurate it will be. So here's this find the line of best fit that can model this data. So here's some points. I was given a table, so I'm going to plot it. Negative 2, 5 from 0 to left 2, up 5. Here's negative 2, 5. 0, 1 is right here. 3, negative 5, right 3, down 5. And 4, negative 7, 4, negative 7. So these points have a negative correlation because they're going down. Now I'm going to see if I can find it. If I had to try my best and connect that line, I'd say this is a pretty good sketch. I could use this to predict future data. I can even try to find an equation. So let's see, y'all know the formula is y equals mx is b. B is the y-intercept. Oh, I had the y-intercept right there. The y-intercept is 0, 1. So I know b is positive 1. Now I need slope. So actually I'm just going to, instead of doing the slope formula, I'm just going to count. I'll use this point in that y-intercept. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. That's negative 4. Run 2, positive 2. So my slope is 4 over 2, which is 2, negative 2. Negative 4 over 2, which is negative 2. So I get that formula. I get y equals negative 2x plus 1. So there's my line of best fit, my prediction line, that I'll use in the future. Now the nice thing is our calculators are very powerful. They can do this for us. So a calculator can automatically find the equation if we use regression. So in your calculator, there are 5 buttons you're going to press. The steps are press stat. So stat is right here next to x, is right in the middle. Press edit, which is enter, is right there. You're going to type in your points. L1 is for the x values, L2 is for the y values. If L1 or L2 is missing, you must reset your calculator. So I'll use this right here. The L1s, the x's are negative 2, 0, 3, 4. The L2s, the y's are 5, 1, negative 5, negative 7. So I did stat, edit, I typed it in. I'm going to press stat again. I'm going to calculate. Calculate is right, it's a tab. So I press right. And we're down to 4, linear regression. And then I press enter all the way down. It'll calculate, it'll give me the answer. But it's my job to plug in the A and B. So it says the formula is y equals ax plus b. But it says a equals negative 2 and b equals 1. So I plug that in to their formula. My final answer equation is y equals negative 2x plus 1. And look, it's the exact same formula I got earlier. Alright, so the calculator can do it for you. Just plug in the points. One more thing to mention about the calculator is you must put the same amount of points on the left and right. So if I go back stat, edit, I have 4 numbers in the L1, I have 4 numbers in L2. You can't have 5 on one side and 4 on the other. If there's a missing point, like an incomplete point, you have to skip it. Alright, so last slide. So by using regression, we can find a prediction equation that can really accurately model the data. We can then use that equation to predict future or past values by extending that line. Now, real-life equations are not always pretty. They're not always whole numbers. If there are lots of decimals, we're going to round to 3 places without rounding. So here's a table. It's a true table of life expectancy for people born in the U.S. From 1980 all the way going up. And it says using graph calculator, figure out the linear regression or prediction equation, then use that to predict the life expectancy of someone born in the year 2025. So as you can see, as time goes on, as years increase, life expectancy increases, probably because of technology or hygiene habits. So in medicine, right? So last one of the years was 2010, which was 78.7. We're trying to figure out what 2025 gives us. So first, let's put this in the calculator. So I'm going to go to my calculator. I missed. All right, in the calculator. Now notice my year of birth, the top, the first row, that's giving my L1. The life expectancy, that's the Y's. That's the second column. So I'm going to go here. Now to clear, don't delete. Delete's bad. If you delete, it'll disappear forever until you reset your calculator. Just go up to L1, press clear, and press down. Press clear, and then press down. So for L1, I'm doing 1980, 1983, 1990, 1995, 2000, 2006, 2010. I will not put in 2025 because it has a missing point. It's incomplete, so I'm going to skip that. For the life expectancy, it was 73.7, 74.6, 75.4, 75.8, 76.8, 77.7, 78.7. Make sure you type in everything correctly. There's the same numbers on the left side and right side, so that's good. There's 2, 4, 6 on each side. I'm going to go back to stat, calculate, let's go right calculate and go down to 4. Enter all the way down. There's my equation. So y equals x to b, I got to plug in a and b. A, not rounding, is 0.153. So I get y equals 0.153 x. And you can put a 0 wherever you want, you don't have to. And then b is a negative 230.617. Minus 230.617. There's my equation. Now I got to find this value when the year is 2025. Now 2025 is my x, so I'm going to use it. So I'm just going to plug in 2025 for x. 153 times 2025 minus 230.617. That's a lot of decimals. We can use a calculator for this. So I'll clear that. 0.153 times 2025 minus 230.617. And I get 79.208. So it's 79.208. That's my answer. So in the year 2025, most people should live up on average to 79 years old. So that is above 78.7. All right. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. See you in class. Make sure I ask any questions when you see me. Thanks a lot. Bye.